where did this idea come from? Other than God, because that's the only place an idea like that can come from. But how did you execute it?
Well, uh, um, I as a kid, I used to love Superman and Spider-Man and all those different shows, and the Batman in the '60s with the Riddler, George Frank Gorshin was the Riddler. Riddle me this, Batman. And I used to do the whole TV show, and after I finished the Five Heartbeats, I was like, I want to do something different. I want to touch a whole nother genre. And so then I was like, I want to create my own superhero because I saw Batman and Spider-Man and all the different shows. And I said, rather than like, hey, can I be a part of that? I was like, I'll just create my own. And I said, okay, what are my superpowers? What are this? Who's the bad guy? What are they doing? And I also, again, I always have a Trojan horse. The Trojan horse this time was the community is always complaining about the gangs. What are they doing to help? And so that was the real concept of Meteor Man was you don't need superpowers to be a hero. So at the moment in the movie when he loses all his powers and the gangs, Meteor Man, and they're outside the window, and in that moment, and then Michael is like, you can't go down there. You don't have any powers. I got to go down there. That's that real hero stuff. That's when you really become a hero, where you're like, you will risk any and everything for your rights. And so, and then all of a sudden, there's one little piece of meteor left, and then the big fight. But when I write, as I was writing it, I grew up on Danny Kaye, and a lot of people don't know who Danny Kaye is, but Danny Kaye was this very funny white actor who would do crazy characters and physical comedy, verbal comedy. He was just very animated, and he would do crazy sequences in the movie. And I said, oh, I want to write this sequence where Meteor Man has no powers, gets his butt kicked, and then all of a sudden the meteor rolls in, and they both touch it together, and he has power, and Meteor Man has his power back, and it's a big fight of fights. So my brain just thinks, very different. And so in that moment, I wanted to create the first African American superhero.